Well, hi guys, it's me, it's Constance, and with Charmy Custom Crafts, and we're going to do a new mini today for today's tutorial, and I apologize it's a day late, actually 12 hours shy of what I was planning on putting it up. I had it almost done, but you're going to actually see 2 samples of these down here in the next couple days, but I've actually been working on a sample over the last few months that I've been trying to get to. I had to wait on getting stamps, and the 2 times I ordered them, I got refunded. But I'll explain that here in the next day or two. But I'm going to show you a new mini, and you can use these envelopes that you could buy at Walmart or any other drugstore. I buy these for certain minis, and I also save my junk mail envelopes for certain other albums made with envelopes. I will show that down the line. So let's not hesitate and let's get started. And I'm making 2 of these. This one's almost complete, and you'll see that because I don't want to waste time multiplying my pages. So this is a paper I'm using, and it's from Remnants. I think that's the product's name, pronunciation. It's Love Stripes 1. It's super cute, and we're going to get started by cutting that label off. And in this case, I don't save this piece because it's not solid, so it's actually trash. And I'm doing horizontal lines and vertical. One side's going to be horizontal, one side's going to be vertical. So what I did is I took the measurements off of the invitation envelopes, and it's if you could see, 4 3/4 by 6 1/2, and I added an inch, and I'm going to get to that here, and you'll see that. So I'm actually going to cut this at 5 1/2 by 7 1/4. So I'm going to cut by 7 1/4 first, and you're going to see that. And like I said, I'm only going to do one of these pages because you could just repeat the process. And you're going to use acrylic paint with this. You don't have to. You could do it with regular paper. You don't have to use grunge paper. I'm actually using grunge paper on this because of how many times they're going to use this. I'm making 2 minis for my daughter and her boyfriend so they can keep their keepsakes. They actually have no idea. And that was 7 1/4. Now I'm going to cut at 7 1/2 or 5 1/2. And if you notice, I'm doing vertical on this. So we're going to put this piece aside, and you're going to be able to reuse this. So I want you to put this piece aside and put it in, and just save it. So you're going to have this piece, which is your exact piece, that's going to fit over the envelope. And you're going to get out an envelope. I usually just take out 3 to 5. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to seal it. And I'm going to seal that real quick. And then you're going to measure. Every envelope is different. You could do different envelope sizes. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually score around those lines. And if you're buying these envelopes from Walmart, you'll already have the measurements for this particular one. And I don't think it cost me more than $1 or $2. Girls, sorry, they're being a little frisky today. And like I said, you don't have to use grunge board. The sample that I'll be showing first in the next couple days is actually not made with grunge board. It's made with chipboard. So you're going to score, if you're seeing here on my scoreboard, you're going to score at 5 1/8, which is right here on the Martha Stewart one. It's the green one right past it. So I'm going to score there. And to save time, I always just flip it and do the same thing on the other side. Saves so much time. So there we got both sides. And then you're going to score here at 7, girls, or 6 7/8, which is the last score, the last green before the 7. I have it written actually on the envelope box so I wouldn't forget. So please forgive me for looking over and hesitating here. So I'm scoring here, and we don't need the scoreboard right now. I have everything sitting here. So you're going to need to cut out your corners. And like I said, I already have the other pages done. And I'm actually doing this, I think, in 5 envelopes. And I have a dog jumping up on my back, so my apologies. And I was just in the hot tub, so my hair is dripping. It has to ease the muscles in my back. I'm going to put my TENS unit on because my back's killing me. Even with medicine, it's not working. And I'd take more medicine, but it's early in the morning, and you don't want to do that, and I have a ton of things to do. So we're going to look at it this way, that we're going to have a great day. I'm not going to look at it negative. I needed the sleep, at least I'm rested. Okay, and I wish I could sit down and just do nothing, but I can't. Alright, so I actually wait to tape the outside. So I'm going to use my AT gun, and I'm just going to tape the inside. And I try to get as close to the edges as I can. You don't have to get right on the exact edge because we're going to do some cutting later. And this one is sort of a mix of other designs that I've seen. And I don't know if anybody does it the exact way. I kind of come up with my own kind of designs when I look at other people's. And I love you guys out there. But, you know, sometimes I look at it and go, oh, I wonder if I could do it a little bit easier. So now what you're going to do is you're going to line the envelope up with that score line on the both corners. And you're going to start to lay it down. And if it's not exact, it's okay. You don't prefer the exact. Now, see, it's already good on one side, as you can see, and it's sealed on this side. So we're going to go ahead, and we're now going to put tape on this one edge. And at this time, you're going to want to get right up to that edge as possible because it's going to hold down your corners and your edging. And I'm sticking. So I'm hoping to get to all this in enough time. This may turn into a two-parter, guys. It's not on purpose. I want to be able to show you all parts of this mini. And you're going to find that a lot of the minis are going to be more than one part. And then you're going to roll it down. You don't necessarily need I can't think today, this. I'll think of it in just a second. You know I will. Your bone folder, see? And you're just going to roll them down. And, okay, so now you got one side. Now, you guys can have fun by putting a double piece in and just being able to put down one piece. That way you can fold it in and you can give more options. There's tons of different ways. Now, if you remember the piece that I told you that you had, that leftover piece to save it, and if you look, it's exactly perfect on width. So all we need to do is cut the, or on the length, we need to cut the width of it. Roxy, I love you, baby, but you need to get down. So just to show you, I already know the measurements, but this is very easy. You just put it up to here, and it's saying 4 3/4. So we know that we need to cut it at 4 3/4. So let me get my my cutting board here. And I did give a little bit of preview to my room, to my Facebookers. And I will share more of that. And I know I kept the light off the original video that I did. I actually did it with the lights on. And I decided since I wasn't quite done yet that I didn't want to quite share it all. And I hope I didn't cut it the wrong way. I probably did. Oh, Lord, I bet I did. And I did. That's okay. So, yep. Anyway, you get the idea. I cut it the wrong way. We can use it this way. I just got to do an extra cut now. But if you would have cut it the way I wasn't supposed to, and you would have had the perfect, all you had to do is cut one side. So, let me cut it at, what's the length on this? 5.5 or 6.5. So, my apologies. That was an idiot move. So I'll just use this one in the next one. No big deal. They're not going to notice. Anyway, so in the envelope still sealed, you're going to go around and you're going to tape the edges all the way down. And I would tell you to do it on that piece of paper, but you know, it'll buckle sometimes. This way, this is a little bit more stiffer, and I'm just going to do an extra cross section here. So it is looking like it's going to be a second part video, guys. So please excuse the fact that I'm trying to show you a full mini. So now I had the scissors there to show you in samples, and sometimes you'll have edging, you won't have it right, but this one turned out just right. So you're going to repeat this to each and every one of your pages, to however many you want. And again, it's already sealed on the inside. And I'm going to just stop it here and go on to the next video because I don't want to get caught in the middle of the next part. So, see you on part 2.